ahead.
Well, I was sitting in my English class, sending my friend a picture of a dog, when I heard my English teacher say, "We're about to start studying Hamlet." And I was confused, so I asked, "Why are we studying about little hams in English class?" And she said, "No, silly, Hamlet's a play by William Shakespeare." Suddenly, I started having trouble breathing. I broke out into a cold sweat. I started rocking back and forth in my chair, mutely shaking my head. I don't remember much after that, but I woke up in the nurse's office about half an hour later, and my friends told me that I tore up 12 copies of Romeo and Juliet in front of the entire class. I'm so ashamed.
I was all set for an entire evening of playing Call of Duty 360 on my Xbox QX35. But then my brother comes in and says that Mom says we're having a family night and we're going to watch The Winter's Tale at Fair Park. I ask him, why would we watch something about winter when it's summer? But then he says it's a play by Shakespeare. The next thing I know, I'm screaming at my mom. What have I done to deserve this? Shakespeare? You don't love me anymore? Even the prospect of takeout from Chick-fil-A couldn't make me change my mind about going. They dragged me there, and I cried loudly throughout the entire performance. What is wrong with me?
I was sitting at lunch when it happened, we're just sitting and talking, and one of my friends said he's auditioning for A Midsummer Night's Dream. I'd never heard of that musical before. I asked him if it was new or something. He told me it wasn't a musical. I should have known right then and there something was up. He said it was a play by William Shakespeare. He starts going off and saying, "Oh, what fools these mortals be!" All of a sudden, I'm in front of him, grabbing him by the shirt, screaming, "Speak English! Speak English!" The doctors say he won't be able to hear a high C for the rest of the year. Why did I do it? I'm gifted and talented, for God's sake! Why?
All of these students suffer from a little-known yet devastating cultural disorder known as bardophobia.
Hi, I'm Eric Levy. I'm not a doctor, but my mother has often told me how she wishes I had become a doctor instead of wasting years of my life doing theater. So I think I know a little something about diagnosing dangerous illnesses. Bardophobia is not just a made-up disease designed to serve as a thinly veiled marketing ploy to scare parents into signing their children up for our Shakespeare class. It's a dangerous disease which prevents young people from realizing their full dramatic potential, leaving them unequipped to cope with the multitude of theater-related catastrophes which will surely confront them later on in life. Left untreated, 7 out of every 6 students will leave school thinking that musicals are actually real theater, and the numbers are only rising with each passing day.
Hi, I'm Miss Stacy. I'm not a therapist, but I know a lot of people who belong in therapy, so I think I know a little something about treating severe psychological disorders. The Foolish Wits is more than just a hastily assembled theater troupe masquerading as some sort of drama therapy. We're a family of students and teachers dedicated to eradicating bardophobia.
For a mere fraction of what it would cost to send your child back in time to Elizabethan England to learn Shakespeare directly from the bard himself, you can give them the opportunity to study Shakespeare's works in a stable and nurturing environment. We meet for just 2 hours each week on Sunday afternoons to explore Shakespeare and find ways of making his texts more accessible to any audience. This will culminate in an ensemble performance of several abridged versions of Shakespeare's plays in a performance the first weekend in April. The Foolish Wits is dedicated to improving Shakespeare's image in the local community, instilling the love of the bard in all teenagers, and eradicating musical theater from the face of the earth.
We're not trying to eradicate musicals.
We're not?
No. Jesus.
The Foolish Wits are dedicated to improving Shakespeare's image in the local community, instilling the love of the bard in all teenagers, and not doing that third thing I said.
Now that I'm part of the Foolish Wits, I don't shred Shakespeare's plays anymore. I've moved on to shredding the poetry of Emily Dickinson. I can no other answer make but thanks. And thanks, Foolish Wits. 12th Night, Act 3, Scene 3.
I joined the Foolish Wits, and now I don't have to be dragged kicking and screaming to a Shakespeare play. But I still have to be dragged by my hair to see Rodgers and Hammerstein. Oh Lord that lends me life, lend me a heart replete with thankfulness for the Foolish Wits. Henry VI, Part 2, Act 1, Scene 1.
Working with the Foolish Wits has taught me that screaming at someone for liking Shakespeare is wrong, but screaming at someone for thinking a musical is high drama is absolutely fine. Foolish Wits, take from my heart all thankfulness. Pericles, Act 3.